Hello everyone, welcome to stampandpapercreations.blogspot.com, and today I'm going to be working on this colorful Easter card using Close to My Heart products from the Spring Summer catalog. And this is for a blog hop that's coming up the 1st of March for the Damask Divas blog hop. So I just want to first go over what materials we're going to need to do this project. So here's the outside of the card, and it says Friends Make Life Colorful. And on the inside it just says Happy Easter. The first thing that you're going to need to make this card is the Lollydoodle paper pack. And it comes with 2 each of these B&T papers. They're double-sided. You can see all sides. So you're going to need the paper pack for Lollydoodle. You are going to need a card base, an envelope in white daisy. You're going to need the stamp sets, which I used a Hostess Rewards stamp set that says Sun Bunny Hostess Rewards stamp B1446, so you can only get that by being a hostess. And also I used the Happy Easter Holiday B1423, and I used the Easter Bunny and the butterfly out of that one. You're going to need crystal blue ink, pear ink, and blush ink pads. And I also used the Memento Tuxedo Black ink for stamping so that I could color using watercolor pencils. And I also have my 2 ink daubers for blush and for pear that I'm going to use. My handy dandy Tombow tape runner, foam tape, and my Close to My Heart watercolor pencils. And the colors that I used are Sunny Yellow, Citrus Leaf, Gray Wool, Dutch Blue, Crystal Blue, Ocean, Bubblegum, and for the inside, Spring Iris, Honey, Hydrangea, and Cranberry, in addition to those other colors. And I also used a Close to My Heart colorless blender to blend those watercolor pencils in. As far as the paper, you are going to need the dot embossing folder to use with your Cuttlebug. And your paper cuts are, your card base is going to be 5.5 by 4 1/4. Then you're going to need cotton candy, which comes in that paper pack kit, and it's 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. White daisy, 4 1/4 by 4, and I actually run the white daisy through the Cuttlebug. You're going to need this green doodle paper. That one is 4 by 4, and then the little circles paper is cut at 2 by 4. And I didn't measure this because I always trim it at the end after I get through coloring it. So just the stamped image cut in a square. Then you're going to need the Hollyhock zipper ribbon lace. It comes in a pack like this. And I actually used 4 1/4 inches. I just went ahead and cut that at 4 1/4 inches to cover the whole width of the card. You're just going to need 2 little scrap pieces to stamp your sentiment on. And you're also going to need, which I hadn't cut out yet, but just a little teeny strip to make the green grass in the pear, which also comes in that kit. So that's what you're going to need to make this project, in addition to your scissors and some masking tape. And I just used the Post-it brand that you can get at Walmart masking tape for this project, in addition to your blocks. So run, get all your stuff together, and then we'll work on this project. Okay, let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is color our little Easter bunny and our Easter egg. And I may color this one just a little bit different than I colored the other one. Here's what the other Easter bunny looked like, and I guess I kind of wished I'd have left his belly a little bit wider. So we're going to try to do that this time.
Can't believe where my life was wanna go back. Ain't no explanation how I saw the light. He found me and he set me free and he brought me back to life. Blame it on the transformation, change down to the core. This love is real and I can't sit still, 'cause my name's not shame no more. Great God Almighty, don't change me. Great God Almighty, He don't change me. You gotta shake, 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 like you change. Brand new look so good on you, so shake like you've been changed. Come on and shake, shake like you change, shake like you change. Maybe he.
Okay, so there's our finished Easter bunny, and we are through with the coloring on that part of it. I may decide to color some more on the inside like I did on the other card. But let's go ahead and start assembling our card. Okay, here we're going to start assembling the card, and what I'm doing right now is just using my ink dauber with the blush ink, and I'm just going around the edges of the white polka dot paper. Then I'm opening the pear ink, and I'm going to take my pear dauber and do the same thing with the green doodle cardstock. This card was fun to make. I'm also using the pear ink on the polka dot. Sorry I get it off the camera there. Now I'm using the Memento Tuxedo Black ink, and I did it off camera, sorry again, but I just stamped the two little butterflies that you will see me color in a few minutes. And we're going to start assembling the card. So the first thing I put down is the cotton candy card base. Then we're using the embossed polka dotted white paper. Next is the 4x4 square of the doodle green paper from Lollydoodle. Trying to get it lined up there. Then we're using the 2x4 piece of the little circle polka dots. A lot of layering in this card. Now the bunny, I decided I needed to trim up that rectangle just a little bit, so I just brought in my paper trimmer and trimming it up. I still have not measured this piece, so I have no idea what size it is. I'm assuming it's probably a 2x4, maybe a 1 3/4 by 4. And then I inked the edges of it up, also using the blush ink. Here's that little green strip of paper that I said we needed in the beginning. And I'm just inking it up with the pear to give it just a little darker shade on one side. I'm measuring it and trimming it up to make sure that it fits just across the Easter bunny's feet there. Then I'm trimming it, just making grass. So I'm just taking my scissors and going down that piece and making some grass. And I'm going to put it just below his feet. And then I'm going to cover it up with the ribbon lace hollyhock, and that's cut at 4 1/4. And once I get it down, I'm just taking the point of my scissors and kind of folding that grass down a little bit to give it a little bit of dimension. Now I'm going to trim up. I had just a little hang off of that hollyhock, so I had to trim it up a little bit. And again, I'm still playing with the grass and the scallops, trying to give them a little poof to them. Now I'm coloring in the two little butterflies using the watercolor pencils from Close to My Heart. I don't remember the exact colors. I think one was bubblegum and then sunny yellow. And I'm not sure about that aqua color. I can't remember exactly. And then I'm just going to use the colorless blender marker from Close to My Heart. Just kind of blend in those colors a little bit. And then trim around it with my scissors. It takes just a little bit of time here to trim up these little butterflies. Anything that I can use and cut out with a Cricut, I usually try to do that, but these particular butterflies were not on a Cricut cartridge, so I had to hand cut those out. Okay, now this is the part where my camera battery dies, so you'll see it cut out. But I used the Hoppy Easter stamp set, and it says "Friends Make Life Colorful." And I'm just using some masking tape to stamp that sentiment in different colors. I used the pear, the blush, and the crystal blue ink for that. So my camera died in the process, so I went ahead and just finished that up. Now I'm inking the edges with the blush, and then I'm just mounting it on this little strip of scrap cardstock. And then I'm just going to eyeball it, take my scissors and trim it up. I'm using some foam dots, foam tape to pop up the sentiment there, and then you'll see me in just a second take the foam adhesive and pop up the butterflies. I only added 2 butterflies to this because I figured with that and the sentiment there, it kind of created a visual triangle with the 3 pieces. Here I'm playing with the butterfly to try to figure out where I want to put it. Now this video was originally 30 minutes long, but I cut it back. I'm just showing you the inside. I just used one of the stamps and the coloring and just colored it in and stamped Happy Easter in that. I hope you enjoyed this card as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you for joining me, and at the end of this video I'll post all the supplies that I used. Thank you.